Until the 90s, this plant was discharging too much wastewater and too many contaminants into South Creek, and from there into the Hawkesbury River. This wetlands project changed all that and helped the environment here in lots of other ways too. This treatment plant was originally built in 1938 and then upgraded in the 60s to be bigger, but it was still really simple. Sewage arrived here and the filter over there takes out rubbish like plastic. Then heavier solids are separated from liquid and gets trucked off site and processed and used for landfill or fertiliser. This leaves just liquid effluent, which is mostly water with chemicals like nitrogen and phosphorus in it. To get rid of that, we do a couple of things. Firstly, we actually spray the effluent over just rocks. The contaminants are removed by bacteria growing on the rocks, but the water passes through and drips to the bottom much cleaner. From there, it goes out to these ponds behind us, where the remaining solids sink down to the bottom over about 25 days, leaving water on top looking pretty clear. Now, until 1988, that was the end of the process. That water went into South Creek, but that water used to still have elevated nitrogen and other nutrients in it. It was essentially like putting fertiliser into the creek, which is obviously bad for the ecosystem. So in the 90s, council said enough was enough and we decided to do something different. We actually bought up 50 hectares of floodplain next to the plant, and we brought together a team of experts and community groups to turn that idle land into a permanent constructed wetland. With the help of engineers and environmental scientists, we planted a forest, we planted crops and native grasses. We reshaped the landscape and we irrigated it all with the water from this plant. So essentially, we created a natural ecosystem that loves those same nutrients which are bad for South Creek. Today, instead of going to the creek, the water from our ponds grows crops like lucerne to feed cattle, and a lot of it simply evaporates, leaving behind nutrient-rich soil. So the pollutants that go into South Creek have decreased by 99%, an amazing improvement. Nowadays, the road into Windsor looks a lot prettier and the Hawkesbury is a hell of a lot healthier. But maybe the most remarkable thing is the bird life that has come back.
With all the different ponds, usually in different levels, water levels, you get a good variety, cross-section of birds which use it. We have regulars which use it all the time, like purple swampheads, dusky moorhens, pied stilts and things like that. And it's a really good spot for migrant birds which come from Siberia every year down here. And they love this wetland, and some of them, just to put it, is not much bigger than a sparrow, and they fly from here to Siberia.
So the wetlands have been really successful. They're a perfect example of how nature can fix so many of the problems we create if we just learn to work with it.